What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. So, got the POV camera back on. I look like an absolute idiot right now, but today's video I'm going to be doing a couple things to take care of the truck, which is currently right here. So first things first, as I said in Wednesday's video, I needed to put some power steering in this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that since I need to. So go ahead and grab my power steering out of the back. I'm getting the door handle fixed eventually. I'm just waiting on Josh to send me the spare one, because he has a few he's going to give me, just in case I break another one. I'm really running low on this stuff. So we're trying to use the stop leak to see if it'll help. I didn't really expect much out of it, so not really shocked it didn't help that much, but go ahead and get the hood up. That tire lug really did fling a lot onto the truck, so that's always a nice find. It is so hot out here. Yeah, I can definitely tell that it is dirty in here. So, power steering, pop that off. Pop the cap off. This is tricky. I'm trying not to hit the battery or anything with it. I can't actually see the minimum maximum lines all that well. This is probably a really dumb idea. I really can't see the lines all that well. Oh, I see something. Okay. So, it looks like we're okay on fluid now. I'm not expecting that to really last too long, so working on getting that rack replaced though. It's on the list of things to do. Won't be too long now, and we'll have that replaced, and I'll be able to not have to do this every other day, or not every other day, but like every other week. I don't usually have to fill it up very often. So I'm also about to measure what I'm going to need for the DRL strips I want to put on the truck. So I'm going to need to measure from right down here to across. So I'm going to need to find a tape measure in a second. This was some of the lights. So this one's finally starting to do it. It's peeling this tint, this like clear coat off. This is the one that had the moisture problems though. This is finally starting to peel that though. This one is the one that started it all with the clear coat issues. As you can tell, almost half the light is destroyed. So I'm gonna have to replace, either peel off that clear coat and redo and re-clear coat the lenses, or I'm gonna have to take them off altogether. Yeah, that tire lug really did sling pretty bad this time. I guess since I drove it immediately after washing it. So I'll go ahead, come back in a second. I'm gonna close that door at least, since I don't need to, since this is empty now. Little key over there. Liam's finally getting some stuff done for it. He put a new shift boot in it the other day. I didn't want to record it because it was a shift boot. It's not like it was anything crazy important or anything. I'll come back in here in a moment. We'll hop on the tripod and we'll talk a little bit more about the truck in general. So now I just need a tape measure, and Dad's gonna hate me for this, going through his tools, but sorry, I don't own a tape measure. Oh, I got this computer, this like wireless computer off of one of my old bicycles I used to have. I used to have 3 bikes, and I only have 2. We finally trashed the one that was broken, and there's our tape measure. So now we've got our tape measure. It's a 25 foot, so I doubt we'll even need all 25 feet. I probably won't even need more than 1 foot. So the annoying thing is I don't have like the kind of like flexible ruler. I just have this, so it's going to be a bit more annoying to try to mock up. And to get that lock off. Oh, it's just fully engaging it. What the heck? Can this thing like come out of me? There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna go down. So it's about 7.5 inches there. Try not to hit the paint. I can't get this to like flex though. About 8.5 inches there. So I have to do the math. It's about 16 inches. I think it's about 16. Yeah, 16, because 7.5, 8.5, therefore 8 plus 8. So yeah, about 16 inches. I'm gonna need 16-inch strips that are sequential and LED for those. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem to get a hold of. eBay's gonna have me covered there. Can't really think of anything else I need to take care of the truck today. I think that was literally just it, what I needed to do with it. I still have the headers to install. That'll hopefully be coming in the next couple of weeks. I was really hoping to get it done for Caffeine and Octane this weekend, and there's still a very slim possibility, because if we can get started on it on Friday night, we can get those bolts cracked loose on the stock headers, get the exhaust taken off down here, and I've got to go to school on Saturday, and I'll talk more about that in a second, why I'm going to a school on Saturday. Yeah, that's kind of all we have to do with the truck, so we're going to go hop on the tripod, and we'll talk more about today's video, and kind of just end it off with some life stuff. Let's do this. Alright guys, I'm actually shooting this on the next day. I'm reshooting it because I went too overboard a lot with the original. That was like a 20-minute long clip, and I was like, well, even if I cut this out a little bit, it's still going to be a 20+ minute video, and I don't like doing long videos like that. There's not really a lot to really make it justify making a video that long. So again, I just wanted to open out this clip by saying, if you guys saw Monday's video and you loved all the comments and support and all that stuff, I just want to thank you guys so much for that, because like I said in Wednesday's video, if you guys didn't see that, I'm thankful for all the support. It means a lot to me. And it shows I'm not alone in any sort of fight I have to deal with, and that's just nice to have. It's nice to have that peace of mind. I was so worried about coming clean with it all, because I feel like I was putting myself in a vulnerability, and it's awesome that I'm not alone. So thank you guys again for all the support, comments, and all that stuff, and liking the video, whatever. Well, I have some good news today. I've actually known this for about 4 days now, and I was waiting to get get a letter about it to show you guys on video, but it hasn't arrived yet, and I can't really hold out much longer. I'm getting impatient to tell you guys about it. So let you guys know, I've been attending Georgia Highlands College for 2 years now, since late 2017, August 2017, I guess you could say, more specific. And it's been a fun time. I've enjoyed the school. The atmosphere is fine. I like the small class sizes and all that stuff the school had, and it made transitioning to college a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a very miserable transition over to college, but I'm actually liking the class sizes more. It's a lot more personable than high school is. I do miss my high school teachers, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I've been going there for the last 2 years. I just finished up my last semester there. As you guys saw at the beginning of the Florida trip, that was my last day there, was the first video on the Florida trip. So that was it. That was the end of my time at Highlands, and I was trying to decide where I wanted to go from there. I had a couple of college choices, and I'm going for film. So that's what I'm going for. And Kennesaw State, which was the other school I was thinking about, doesn't offer it, unfortunately. So my dream college was to go to Georgia Tech. That was what I dreamed of doing as a kid. But unfortunately, my GPA isn't high enough to go to Tech. Tech is a lot more of a smart person school than for someone like me. And I'm not saying I'm dumb or anything, but my grades just weren't up to par to go to Tech. And plus tuition's obscenely expensive. And plus, I don't believe they even offer a film program. So I was just like, well, what do I do? And I am happy to announce, as of about a week ago, maybe a little bit less, I was accepted into the University of West Georgia, and will be going into their film program as a minor. Unfortunately, it'll be a minor program because they don't offer it as a major. But I'll be majoring in mass communications, which is just everything: film, newspapers, stuff like that. Stuff of that nature. Nothing it's not just focused on film, but I'll be minoring in film probably. Mainly because on the bad side of that as well, a couple of my classes didn't transfer up. So, which were mainly support classes. Math has always been my worst subject, so it really drug me down my first couple of semesters at Highlands, because I was having to take multiple support classes to get the par on my math courses, and obviously those didn't count. So towards my total credit hours. So I'm 2 credit hours behind being a full-fledged junior. So fortunately, I'm still a sophomore, but it's all right. We'll move and we'll get on with it, and we'll be good to go. And that's why I'm really strongly debating minoring in film, because I might keep me an extra semester, but at the bright side, it will also allow me to it would allow me to
get the program I want to be into. So that's kind of what we're sitting at with school. I'm excited. I've got a welcome program to go to this weekend on Saturday, right before Caffeine and Octane. So I'll be definitely doing that. And then I have mandatory orientation in about a month. So we're looking pretty good. I'm excited. I'm very excited for this. It's a huge move into my life, and while anxious, I am still excited at the same time. I'm anxious mainly due for a couple things. It's a big move for me, going from a small community college to a normal 4-year university where there's hundreds of people every day I'm going to run into, as well as the possibility of living on campus. I've had a really hard time struggling to decide whether I want to live on campus or not. And living on campus will give me a lot of experience and keep me close to my classes, because I live about an hour away from the University of West Georgia, so it's a good drive for me, and I can make the drive. It's not a hard drive or anything. It's not like I have to take I-285 every morning to get there. I can literally just hop on a state highway and I'll be there in minutes, or an hour. But my concern to that is mainly the truck's gas mileage, because the truck, while it's been doing fantastic lately, I'm at over 300 miles to the tank now, and it's just tanking it like it's no problem, and I've still got a little under a quarter of a tank left. And I mean, it's tearing it up right now in gas mileage. I'm pretty happy about that, but I just don't know how bad it would be to make that hour drive every day, because I mean, it's still an hour drive, it's still a long drive, and it still would be burning a lot of gas. So it's I take the hit on gas mileage, or I move to West, have no friends out that way, because all my friends live out here and none of them go to school. So I have one person I know that goes to West. And I'm sure he lives on campus. I'm not entirely sure if he still does. I know he did when he first started there. That's always a possibility. I could always try to see if I can talk with him. But theoretically, I would be happier if I stayed here. So it's a very difficult decision, to say the least. But yeah, that's school. I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to get started. Like I said, I've got some events to go to there this year, or this weekend, and next month, and all that stuff, getting prepared to make that move and transfer up. So I'm excited, but again, there's some stuff I'm quite nervous about. So what does it mean for the truck? The truck is still going to be getting mods, of course. There is not going to be a slowdown of mods just because I'm moving up schools, but there is one thing I'm indecisive on that's boosting the truck. A lot of you guys have giving me ideas for boosting the truck. Some of you guys want to see roots blowers, some of you guys want to see turbos, which is awesome. Like, I love having some diverse opinions. And of course, me being the owner, I kind of have final say so. And at the same time, it's like, it's a difficult decision, to say the least, because here's the thing. Turbo would be most unique, well, not most unique, but it would be rather unique, and it would be max headroom for power. I talked to my friend Josh, who runs Online Parts Pro, that one of the sponsor for this channel, the loan sponsor for this channel, and he was saying that a Garrett GT30 would give me the headroom to make over 500 to the tire, which is my goal. I wanted to have the truck at over 500 to the tire, or around 500 to the tire. I'd be pretty happy with that. But there's the thing. I sacrifice daily drivability, because the truck is still my daily driver and will continue to be my daily driver even after I get a project car one day. So I mean, it's all about daily drivability right now. That's my focus. I want power, but I want daily drivability at the same time, which is why I was so fixated on roots blowers for the longest time. But there's a problem with roots blowers. I still won't have the headroom to make that kind of power unless I can figure out a way to throw a VMP on there, or a Whipple or something like that on the truck. Which again, I've been talking to Josh, and he told me several times that since those blowers are designed for 4.6s, not 4.0s, that they probably won't behave the same as they would on a 4.6 and a 4.0. And so I'm just taking his word for it. I'm just kind of going with that right now. As much as I'd love to throw a VMP Gen 1 on the truck, because I love VMP, you guys know I love VMP stuff. I just saw they came out with the Gen 3R, which is going to be insane. I can only imagine how that's going to perform. I wish I could put one on the truck, to be honest. So I would love to do that, but again, it's unrealistic, and I don't know if it would even work to put a VMP Gen 1 or a Wheelwell on the truck and make it work. So that leaves me with one option. If roots blowers don't have the headroom and are unrealistic, turbos are not good enough for daily driving, what does it leave me with? All right, so now that they're gone, So what does that leave me with? So all three are not written off the table per se. All three options are still there, but it's a difficult decision because there's one that I've been rather fixated on lately that I thought is the perfect middle ground. It would be really fun. Pro Charger or centrifugal blower or Vortec packs in a Pro Charger. And yeah, I know those won't produce the most power, but they'll also be the most daily drivability and will still give me the top end power that I need, because a lot of you guys who don't know about the 4.0, it's all torque, it's all down low, they don't make any top end power. So theoretically, for what I'm looking for, which is daily drivability and for more top end power, Pro Charger would be the move. Only thing is, Josh could get me a turbo kit for $1,500 for a truck, $1,500. I don't know if that includes the fuel system, in which case that's not even terribly expensive. I get a mod box fuel pump and a set of 42-pound injectors for $200, $300 at most. And I mean, you can't argue with how cheap that is. And it's like almost worth saving a ton of money on doing that and getting the max power to take the hit on daily drivability. But then again, will it be worth it? Is it going to be, something I can daily drive without having to worry about it breaking constantly? And will I enjoy it as much? Pro Charger, again, it's going to have little to no turbo lag, so I can just stop it and we're gone. Because that's another thing I'm concerned about turbo lag. That's why I was talking about daily drivability. I'm afraid of it having a build boost and then it change gear and hit, and I'm like, oh crap, and it spins out and wrecks. Of course, that just means learning the car and learning its limits and all that. But yeah, it's a difficult decision to say at least. But Pro Charger is the most expensive. The blower itself I've seen range from $1,200 to $1,600 for a P1 SC, which is what I'd be going with. I would love to go D1 SC, which is the bigger one, but I think for my case, P1 SC would be the best option. And then of course from there it'd be pretty inexpensive because it'd just be piping and the top blow-off valve that I'd be wanting to use and an intercooler. So I mean, it wouldn't be much more expensive than $1,200. I mean, obviously the intercooler is not going to be cheap, and I still would have to get the fuel system. A Eaton M112 kit, which is the blower off of Cobra, and has with the manifold and all that stuff I would need to convert the 4.0 to have a 4.6 supercharger. That's about $2,000. That's including the fuel system. So it's very difficult. So it'd be least expensive the turbo, middle expensive the supercharger, and most expensive the Pro Charger. So I guess just leave me some ideas and help me figure out what I want to do, because it's a difficult decision, and I like all three because I like spooling and blow off sounds, and I like whining and speed. So if you guys want to just help me out and figure out, that would be wonderful. But anyway, guys, I think that wraps up today's video. I've already been talking for a good bit of time. Hope you guys enjoyed. We've got a lot of stuff coming soon for the truck. I get paid Saturday, so we're gonna have like one or two new lots for the truck this week. If you guys know any front lifts, I've said this a few times every video, let me know because I'm looking for one. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.